So fundamental and versus technical analysis. Fundamental is a long-term decision, and normally investors are involved looking into fundamental. So they check for overvalued and undervalued, and they are actually involved in creation of assets. Now, asset block is one of the most important block in the balance sheet. Now, I'll explain you as we go ahead what is the balance sheet, what is the income statement. Let's not put stress at this point of time. Just remember these wordings that fundamental is ultimately creation of assets, and that is what you should keep in mind, that my goal as a fundamental analyst is that I need to move from an income, and I need to move the income to creation of assets. Definitely as a personal finance also, if you're personal this one, if you say kind of thing that on my personal ground, what should I look into doing so in my portfolio. So I would advise you that you first get into a trading kind of thing and take certain decisions, so you make income out of it. If you make income, then move your income into asset creation. And your assets can be many things. You can have assets, I'll give you the asset classification. You can have assets like gold, you can have assets like property, you can have assets like shares, equity. So many classifications of assets are there. So creation of assets is one of the most fundamental requirement in this thing. So you need to create a portfolio and use performing stocks from technical analysis. Why I'm saying performing, I'm underlying performing. You just don't pick up any stock and then just try to say that I'm going to retain this stock because I have so many numbers of stocks in it. If it's a loss-making stock, I'll definitely book my losses and then I'll move out of it. I would like to book my profits also, not that necessary that I'm going to convert it into part of a long-term portfolio, but sometimes you need to take decisions on also kind of sell off, because if you are getting a windfall gain and you don't take up that call, you might lose in the process in the long term, saying that if the stocks go down, then what? So those things are. So there's one question that is coming: does technical follow fundamental? Yes and no. Yes and no. Fundamental is something like the starting point. You should learn fundamental. If you don't learn fundamental and you take technical calls, you may land up into a disaster. And that's why this session is that okay, there are people who just say that no fundamentals, I don't need to look, I just see the day-to-day trading and what is making. So you may do a short-term gain, but in the long term your portfolio will look like you are asset-less, and what do you say, unnecessary stocks which are there in your portfolio, they may be giving you losses, and you need to then scramble while understanding what should I sell and what should I keep. So it's basically keeping a decision. Fundamental helps you keeping a decision. What should I keep and what should I sell off? You understand? This is the fundamental benefit. What should I keep and what should I sell off? What should I move to an asset and what should I move to a liability? Many of the technical analyzed stocks may be giving high return, but they may be a liability in the next day. Very next day, it may give you a huge loss. Then what? So you need to bank your things on fundamental of a company. Like for example, today I see Tata Steel. I'm giving you an example. Tata Steel is doing, now it is going up the market. Now, if I do the EIC analysis, is the economy looking for infrastructure projects? Yes. Is the industry in steel market going very competitive? Yes, there is a competition. So we have to analyze these things and then take a decision. Okay, should I stay put or should I sell off with that particular stock? So fundamental allows you to get into that decision. More you have buy for a stock makes it move into the asset block. So you have to move it. You have to move those shares into your asset. You should not even think about touching those assets for at least the next 10 years. That's how you should build your portfolio. So this is a long-term game. And those kind of stocks which you think that they are long-term, like for example, today I'll say definitely Reliance would be one of the asset kind of a stock. Tata Steel, asset kind of a. Tata Motors also, which went downfall. Now, if you see, it is jumping back because of the EVs. Okay, so kind of you have to analyze the market. If you don't analyze the market in terms of fundamentals, you might end up in taking some stocks like Reliance Communication, and you are in a disaster. Reliance Communication did not have any assets in their books, and they were using people's money to it. And today, if you see the stock value, It's gone down, and people have bought that in very high price. So the decision went wrong because they did not look into the fundamentals. Satyam Computers, a long story. Their fundamentals were fudged. So that's the problem, where people are either hidden of that fact or they don't see the facts. So fundamental analysis tells you to see the facts. Okay. So current market rally doesn't meet fundamentals. How long it is going to be? No, I disagree with some of this, because you are looking into, again, those kind of stocks which have not been, like I'll tell you an example, HDFC. HDFC, the delta of movement is not that high with what the current market rally is doing. It is stable. If you will see, the volatility rate will be very, very less in these stocks. You have to identify those. It's all on your identification. You cannot say that it does not meet fundamentals. You have to think in terms of the volatility rate, how volatile the stock is, how long it has been in that standard rate. It has not been volatile. What is the beta? All those things are very important. Okay. So long-term gains. So next is the technical. Technical is short-term decision traders. So entry exits are very important. You need to be careful. Setting stop loss, most important. Support and resistance, also important. You need to know where is the support and the resistance layer. And then you have got the buy-sell decisions. And short of gains. You have to short of gains. You have to do shorting of your gains. And portfolio is highly volatile, many of these cases. So you have to make a decision in case of technical very fast.